And we are live.
No, we are not.
Oh shit. Oh, that's all. Okay, now we are live.
Are you sure?
I am. I can see the time. You see, 4, 3, blah, 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 blah.
Oh my god, my leg.
Back here, Red Wall Podcast on the couch for the first time.
Yes, I think the setup is more comfortable
Yeah,
now. So.
I mean, we are so comfortable. I feel like a perfectionist right now because my voice is going so good because I really close the microphone.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm a real speaker, one YouTuber.
No, like in the radio, right?
Yeah.
When you have the performance,
Yeah.
the interview in the radio.
Correct. I'm going to interview today. Okay, change of the plan, guys. We are going to do interviews today for the first time because it's
So
good.
I'm the celebrity.
Yeah, he's the celebrity one. I think it's good that we start to know each other because we are like kind of half of the season. We've been through already 6 episodes. So we are going then to the summer break. So let's start to know each other.
Okay.
First of all, we are in January 2025. So we have to say 2 things. Happy Easter.
Easter. Seriously,
And happy Valentine's Day.
I already sent you the picture
I know.
of
All the
Easter
chocolate
eggs
yeah.
in Tesco. This is just insane. And that's what we've been talking about, I think, in the last episode, right?
Yeah,
Is real. It's happening.
it's real. So guys, before starting recording today, me and Mike, we went to Spitalfield Market in London, and Valentine's Day is coming. And Easter too. So happy Easter and happy Valentine's Day to everyone. I think this is how we should start because now we are gonna see eggs everywhere from now on.
Seriously.
So that's a good thing. So Mike, just because today we feel like as celebrities, we're gonna have some interviews. You are the celebrity
Exactly.
of the show.
We-
I am not. So let's talk about a little bit today we were talking about plan for the future and stuff, and we always mention the fact that first of all a lot of our listeners and viewers are between 30, 35, 35, 40, so which is kind of our age.
Mm-hmm.
If you look back to your parents, right, and look to where you are right now in your life, what's the next achievement that you want to get in the next 5 years, for instance? How do you see yourself going through the next 5 years?
For me, I usually don't. I'm trying to not plan too much because for me the plans they likes to be changed. So I usually have more or less the idea, the average view, what where I can be in a couple of years, but it's not set. Okay, in this next year, 2 years, 5 years, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be there because life like to give us some surprises. So who knows? But that's what I'm thinking of in this couple of years. I'm guessing to move back to Poland. And move my career up there. But doesn't mean I'm gonna completely disappear in London.
Mm-hmm.
Might be that I'm still gonna be here. So yeah.
For a while.
So let's see.
Let's
See. Depends of you guys as well. Depends how you gonna like us or hate us.
Hate us, yes.
That's yes. Also is.
So I've been thinking something. My mom, talking about my mom, she got married when she was 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Because back then was still legal, getting married at that age. And
It's now not?
No, you have to get at least you have to have 18 years old to get married legally. Okay. So she had my sister when she was 17, and she had me when she was 30.
Oh, that's a big gap.
She was a mom of 3 kids on 30 age, which is something completely different to the reality that we live right now. I think that now we are more into career and success instead of create a family. I
think it depends because actually I can see from friends or cousins back home that are similar age as me.
Back home as a small town or big reality?
What?
What kind of, when you say like, oh, I see my friends back home, we are talking about like small town or like big cities?
Not capital, but it's bigger cities. It's not like, countryside or something like that, right? Um, and yeah, they are in the similar age as me, and they have kids. Most of them, they have, like babies, kids. So for me, I don't really understand that, to be honest, because for me, this is the age what you should invest the most on yourself, because you are in that age where you really understand what you want to do. You already have some money what actually allows you to do that. So why put you in that, I don't know, not trouble, but you know what I mean? Like,
Maybe
this is
kind
the
of wait
extra,
a bit, enjoy
the
your life,
full-time
and
job
then,
for
yeah.
a couple of years.
Yeah.
So either I think the kids, they should be like either very early, either after like around 40 years old. But for women it's different, for men, for us
Yeah.
it's way easier, to say that. Everyone's choice, but choices.
Do you think that these friends that you're talking about, if they were like going to move to a different city, different capitals out of Poland, they would have like a different future? They would have not created a family first because they were like traveling, like trying to discover the world first?
Maybe, but I think it's not only to move out from the country, but in general to not be in your own city when you're born, when you've been going to the school. Yeah, I think that's the case, because even moving in the same country, but being in the same country but different city already gives you the different perspective, right?
Yes.
I think that is for us also the case, because moving to different country in our case, but
which is not easy, by the way, because
it's
people
not
think,
easy,
oh,
but that's
you're living
actually
there, you are so cool.
massive and amazing lesson.
Yes.
I think this was the best what I could do that time, to be honest, because almost 22, 23 when I moved from Poland.
Younger than I was.
But that was, I mean, first of all, that was a good age because you don't really overthinking. It's not like when you are 30 and you're like, oh my God, what I'm going to do. Yeah, you're just like, that's what I done. I literally came here to see a friend. Then I came back to Poland. I give the notice. I packed myself with one big suitcase. And I came here with no, much savings, not English. I was just like, whatever, let's see what's gonna happen, And you don't overthinking, and this is amazing. But this is amazing lesson. This is such a great lesson because, first of all, you have to do something. Like you have
for
to
yourself.
really think. You have to really grab your ass together and like. You are independent, but in the same time, everything is based on you. You are in charge for everything. You don't have that, parents or anyone around you are gonna be like, okay, that's fine. You just like.
Which is for a young guy or girl, is a good feeling. It's like, I'm on my own. Like,
yes.
Finally.
Yes. It was great. It was great feeling.
Which is something that it makes me connect one more time to my mom. Like, I don't know if it's something real or not, or it's something that just some thought that I have in my mind. Like thinking about all these couples that they got married like in the 60s, 70s. Did they get married for real, for like real love, or they were trying to escape from like the families? Because they were not like allowed to do many things. Like for example now, even like when the kids, so in the 80s, early 90s, and now you go to do some clubbing, you go out, you like kind of experiment more and more and more comparing to them. So that's why I think even like create a family is getting a little bit harder than it was before, because now we are too free to check what's around. Before it wasn't like that. What do you think about it?
For me, basically, that's
Well, I'm
also
not saying
connected
that-
to the
yeah.
last episode of dating and stuff. And all the relations that lost the really meaning themselves. I think like looking on my grandma or my grandparents, they've been together forever. Like I mean, until they literally died, and you can see that love. You can see they're together, they're connected. Because obviously the word been different, the time was different, wasn't that easy, so they needed to
Stick together.
help each other and support each other, and like that was completely different connection than is now. Now because you have a choice, everyone wants to be really independent, and it's like, okay, if not this one, then tomorrow I'm gonna have another one.
Yeah.
But because of that, you don't have that really close connection as used to be. I feel like there is really, really rare to find someone who really love each other, like love, like when is that special connection between each other. It's just because, I don't know, either I guess this is the most common because actually they got kids, right? So I also know some people what they have like that. They get married because the baby was already on the way, and they've been seeing each other for maybe a year or two. What for me this is just ridiculous, because how you can know the person after a year or two.
So what
and
is
get
your
married.
mind the time? Okay, in your mind, set me like a number. You have to be like 3 years at least to get married. 4 years.
No, it's not. I mean, for sure, no. For me, even more than that, because how you can know the person really to spend rest of
Spend
your
your
life,
with
right? It's not like friends when okay, for 2-3 years and more or less what someone's like or not, but you don't spend in 24/7. You not live with them together. You're not sharing those kind of really private stuff with a friends. Not everything, not 100%, right? At least most of the time. It's different type of relation, and for me, like being a relation is such a special and completely different than any other relation. So if I will have to choose, I would definitely needs to be like, I really have to know that person, and that takes time. I think at least for like 5-6 years, at least that you can tell like, okay, you might know, but still, even after that, to really decide to get married, I don't think so. That's ever gonna happen to me, but
who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, who knows?
So now I wanna read you something that I found online. So like I was like browsing a little bit or internet and stuff, because now talking about like relationship, being single, how you find the love of your life, blah blah blah. So the sentence is, what year does a person have to be born to be considered old this day? The answer was, on the internet of course, everyone before 2000 is old this day.
Before 2000 is
So,
old for who
all the
who has
new
answered
kids
the
generation
questions?
out of the club. So if someone is from 1999, you're kind of oldish already.
Fuck.
For the new
So we are
generation.
mummies already
Well,
then.
because the generation now is like, we are in the 2025, so it's 25 years old.
So more than 25 is already old for them.
Yeah. Like there was a girl saying, oh, if I'm going to go to the club, like she was at 2022, if I'm going to see her like at 30 years old, I'll be like, oh, grandpa.
Oh, please. I mean, come on. We've been the same in that age.
Were we?
No?
Okay.
You didn't mean like that when you... Maybe not for people over 25, but like when you are been like 20, around 20, and you went to the club and you saw someone like over 30,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that was like, oh, what the grandma is looking for. Right? And now you're actually that grandma or granddad, and it's like, oh.
But this is a little bit different because, like, even watching some movies or TV series from the 80s and 90s, the way how we take care of ourselves, single or not, is really different. I mean, if you were looking at any movies, you were see like an actor on the 30 or 35 years old, he was looking old. Now that we are 30, 35, we don't look old as they were because we take care more of ourselves. Why you think
I
it
think
changed?
so. Well, yeah. I think basically the especially with the guys, because girls they've been always more or less been taking care more, but for guys I think that's is massive change comparing those like our age right now around 30 and let's say our parents generation. I don't think so. Our parents and back in time they've been like taking care of I don't know the face or doing some kind of massage or something like that. They didn't really been pay attention to that, right? Everyone was just busy at work, having kids, making money, blah blah blah, but they didn't really been thinking about that.
Now, like, I feel like we are like closing a circle because now, like, as I started this podcast today, say, oh, my mom got married when she was 16. Maybe because when they were 30, they had already like 2 or 3 kids. So probably they didn't take care of themselves more. I mean, when you are like a family, you have a full-time job, you have
of
kids.
course, yeah.
Maybe that's the big difference between them and us now.
Probably. Because you pay all the attention to kids, not to yourself.
Because once you start having kids, you start, having no time for yourself, I believe.
That's why
From
I'm saying that's why being
dad.
parent in that age for me doesn't make much sense because
you should enjoy your life more a little bit
like
before
this is
starting
actually the time when we can do the most.
Yes.
Because you are still young enough and you have the most energy to do something about travel, whatever you like to do, about the career, about anything. This is the time. This is the best moment to do it. So why in that moment when it's about you and yourself, you give it to someone? Like you have the rest of your life to give all the love, the time to your kids or someone else. Why you actually have to choose the best of your time? I don't get it.
So if I'm gonna now ask you the same question, what year does a person have to be born to be considered old? What will be your number?
To be concerned as old?
Yeah. So kids, new generation said everyone over 25 years old is old for them. Okay, fine to me.
No. This is ridiculous. This is just a joke.
So to me, I think that someone it's old as an old person, considering like all the things that we were saying, like, guys, like taking care of yourself, blah, blah, blah. I think at 60, you are old in terms of number. Because I can tell that there are a lot of 40, a lot of 45, a lot of 50 still like kicking ass.
It's so I would say even more. Because seeing people, working with people every single day and see them a lot, actually these days, those people around 60, they're still really fit. They're still like, gym, pools. I have some clients, what they are like over 60, like around 70, and they still like, fit. Crazy. I mean, it's incredible. So I will say old you can concern between 70, 75 as an old when you really, you can tell that you kind of slowing down because obviously the health, the body doesn't really allows you to do as that much. But I think if you start taking care early, then you extend all the time. So actually 60 still can be pretty young. So I would say the 60 is as before at least 10 years back. So like 50 or at least.
It's no more about numbers, more about when you start to give up on
no,
yourself.
Of course, but that's why it's really individual. I would say saying someone is old is really individual because someone can be old and can be 40.
Did you hear that?
Someone
Huh?
can be old and can be 70 or can be 80, because the difference is massive right now. Seeing people when they are 40 and they look like they are fucking 65 or 70, but you can see people when they are like 60, over 60, and they glowing. They literally are like, they having another 30. They like, doing whatever they want, travel a lot, spending
Yeah.
time. That's the time, another time for them. This is amazing, incredible. I hope I'm gonna
You're
be
gonna
like
get
that
there.
as well.
So what scares you the most of like getting old?
No, I'm not scared to get old. I'm just scared of the time that is going really quick.
Mhm.
That's only. I'm not scared that I'm gonna be old. I'm just maybe that I'm not gonna be able to do something what I really want to. That's all. That's my body, for example, gonna give up at some point. Otherwise, I'm not scared, because I'm hope actually when I'm gonna be 60 or 70, I'm still gonna be able to actually enjoy the life as much I can. Spending hopefully somewhere in some warm country at the beach, having like nice house next to the beach and palm trees, and just celebrate life as much I can. Yeah.
That was a really honest conversation. No, talking about honest, I'm hungry. I want some burgers. So, guys, that was a really nice chat. Now we get to.
It was quite
shut up.
serious this time, isn't it?
course,
As the last one was really like, about the dating, and like
Yeah.
we've been literally roasting
Oh, all the stuff.
all the dating apps and stuff like
But
that.
that's how when I want to start a set. I
Today
think
was
it's good.
really like
Get to know each other. So that was a nice one. It was actually, we are already like on 20 minutes. So I think it's
Wow.
time to go home. Thank you for today, guys.
Bye.
See you next time.
See you.
Bye.